Don't ever let somebody tell you can't do something. You gotta dream. You gotta protect it. You want something, go get it. Period.
What's up, guys? Jay here with the For the Love podcast, episode 14. Today I got a guy named Johnny.
Danger.
Theriault. Say it.
Theriault.
There we go. So this is another story where I asked people to tag somebody that would come on. And a mutual friend of ours, Tommy, tagged Johnny, tells me that he has a crazy story. So this is what it's all about. I'm loving the fact that people are not afraid to come on and talk. And if you want to be one of these people, reach out to me, because we don't have to know each other. Let's get to know each other. And this is what it's all about. So Johnny, we got in touch with each other. He told me a little bit about himself, the story that Tommy told me that was pretty nuts. So we'll get into that. But what I kind of want to know is the danger aspect of you. What is that? Where did it come from? The nickname? Why? Let's hear it.
The danger. So put it this way: if I say somebody owes me $10 and we go to Stop and Shop, I know I can find it by aisle 6 by the pasta aisle, and I'll get my $5. I don't have no enemies in this town, and the only enemies around are 10,000 miles away.
Gotcha.
No one within grasp.
Gotcha.
So what makes me dangerous is, I like fishing. I don't hunt. I like my knives. So if there's like, yo, it's John, there's a copperhead or a black snake, where? That's the first thing I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And my buddy's going to say to me, what are you going to do when you get it? I don't know. I've caught and jumped in right by the cafe, Tommy Sullivan's. They had a world record turtle in there. Took me about 3 months to catch. And my boy caught on 6-pound test, and I jumped in the water. And one bite, my whole hand's gone. One bite,
Oh my
your
God.
hand's gone. After that, a lady saw me. She's like, you're too dangerous to be doing that.
Oh.
Then that clicked. So next thing you know, I'm going out, I'm trying to catch wildlife. Same week.
How old were you when this was going down?
This is like 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Not even.
You like doing that stuff? Like wildlife is your thing?
Like Crocodile Dundee, Steve Irwin. Like that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's
great. That's great. I love that. That's what I love, dude. I love that everybody has a different passion.
Yes, correct.
That's great, man.
I don't live life on the edge. I live closer to a fraction of the edge.
Gotcha.
I might as well be falling off.
Gotcha.
Any closer, be falling off.
Uh-huh.
So other than that, I remember I saw there was a couple baby deer on the side of the road. I didn't want them to get hit. You're not supposed to touch these deer.
Yeah.
If their mom finds out or the dad bucks around, you're dead.
Okay.
I go close to
You
this
think
deer.
are they usually around in the area?
No. This is in Hamden by UNH over there, right by Sleeping Giant.
Oh, gotcha.
Mike, Steve, stop the car. Everyone listens. I get out, go and touch the deer. I see mom and dad. Bum rush me. Rush me. Steve, open the door, pop the lock. Skid out. So after that, he's like, dude, listen, you're cutting it close on death. You need to stop. You slowly roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I see something dangerous, I know I'm not experienced, but I'm experienced to know that I can cheat death, because I've cheated death more times than Final Destination. I can cheat that.
That's
I can
nuts.
cheat every movie that came
Now,
out.
what do you think it is? Like, is this just something that happened your whole life, or you just realized is it an adrenaline rush? What is it?
My two brothers, they did their fair share in jail, and I was always a shelter child. And when the mother shelters your child, if you can't cross the road when you're 16, when she goes to bed, I'm gonna cross the road, sleep at this chick's house. So then eventually, I got caught. I caught the hands every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. So after being sheltered for a while, and all my brothers, they went their own path.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make my own. So that's why they were cracking down on me for that. But
Gotcha.
so then being away, I had to be the strong one for my my mom and my dad. Mind you, my dad's a World War II vet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's older than 92. God bless.
Wow.
Lives in Southington. Still drives here every day.
Wow.
But he won't because of the virus.
Yeah,
he can
of course,
can drop faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drop
That's what's
faster
happening.
than
Everybody's.
fly.
It's all about people that are older or immune system problems or underlying health issues. there's a lot of fear mongering. We'll get into that a little bit later. We will talk about this going on because he has some great information regarding this. So we're going to talk about that. But let's get back into the wildlife. So tell me some stories about some of the different wildlife you dealt with.
All right, like just forest wise.
Whatever, it don't matter what it is. Some crazy shit.
Some crazy stuff. All right, put it this way. Back in the day, I was the only white boy growing up with all my friends. You know, they had a little Spanish in them, so they think they could, run the streets, pick up whatever they needed to do, what they needed to do. First boy got jumped. My whole squad got jumped. My last squad got jumped. And I said to myself, man, why am I doing this? And I've never gotten jumped.
Yeah.
I'm like, Johnny, they're afraid of you.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, why? I've been stuck up plenty of times.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you're gonna do it, then do it. Don't bluff me.
Right.
Don't bluff me.
Right.
I'll sit right here. I would be more scared if you had a bow and arrow pointed at me sideways.
Yeah.
Then I would die. I'd die right there. You're at not even gunpoint.
Yeah.
Bow and arrow.
A bow and arrow
Would
scares you
scare
more
the
than a
crap
gun.
out of me because that guy knows how to use that.
Okay. Yeah.
Or a dude that comes at me with nunchucks. Here's my wallet. Do what you got to do.
Good point. Good point.
Do what you got to do.
That's true because I will tell you, I've seen it plenty of times.
These
dudes out there don't know how to use a gun. Some of them.
Listen.
They're out there shooting people, and they could be 2 feet away, and they're missing them, or they're shooting them in the leg, or some bullshit like that. They don't know how to handle guns.
Listen. And a knife, like I carry, I was going to bring what I normally do. But everyone on Facebook's like, you know what? Oh, I got a gun, I got an AR, I got a Glock, I got a 45. That jams on you eventually.
Absolutely.
And a knife or anything that you can make yourself, a knife only requires calories. And I'm not saying that I've done this, and I never have. I never have at all. It does require calories, but everyone's like, oh, I got this in my house, I got this in my house. All right, so once you do that, you're going to court, and then you got to explain to yourself. Then you need lawyers. Who shot first? Why did you shoot him? Mm-hmm. On the steel aspect is a little different. There was a story in New Haven where this guy got jumped, and he was getting kicked pretty bad, and then he stabbed somebody and killed the guy. And this guy ended up doing some serious time for defending your life.
Yeah, so he was the victim.
And they say he should have just ran away.
It's funny you say that because we were talking the other day, and
Let's be honest.
I know some people that are just becoming police officers, and one of the questions was they were being taught about that. Like they say that if you are in a situation where you're being assaulted or whatever like that, and you have a chance to retreat, you're supposed to retreat. But it's hard. That's such a hard thing to do in the
This culture.
midst of it, you know what I mean? Yeah. How do you retreat when somebody's trying to kill you or beat you up? I mean, I guess if you don't think you can defend yourself, then okay. But if you have confidence in yourself, I don't know. It's hard.
But sometimes using your own weapon will put you behind, or take the beating.
Yeah.
But sometimes I look at it, say, I've seen people getting jumped,
Yeah.
driving, and I say to myself, either they did something wrong. This guy could have been a pedophile for all I know. Am I going to jump out of my car?
True.
And save this man? But I don't know if he's legal or illegal. So at the last second, just keep it moving and drive by.
Yeah.
And these 5 people got a reason. They're not going to beat him down for $20.
You never know. This is the thing, man.
Getting
There's
involved.
so much going on in this generation, in this world.
Facts.
And I'll tell you right now, dude, just me working in a city, I see what goes on in that city, and it's, dude, there's so much havoc being created all the time. So you don't know what you're getting yourself into, especially if you don't know these people.
It makes it worse.
So you're kind of risking your own self, and even though you want to be a good person, that's the struggle. We're in a generation now where you want to do good, but sometimes doing good can get you fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And that shit sucks. But so you're big into the knives. So you're not really a gun guy. Do you own guns? Are you about guns? No.
Not about that. No.
All right. So
I don't do that.
What specifically do you do with these knives? You just collect?
This is what I do. I did a little Facebook post. Everyone hits me with the gun comment. I get it. I can throw a blade pretty far.
Okay.
I can throw I can throw a blade, and then they have it's like the people that like their meat well done versus the people that like it raw cooked.
Gotcha.
These are 2 people on the end of the spectrum, and I can't stand
True
the
that.
well done people. They're like, well, I don't get much flavor out of it. If it's raw, it's still breathing. We can't meet in the middle. I can't have a medium rare person sit next to me.
Yeah.
You're one or you're the other. So like you were saying, basically, a law-abiding citizen could face a life sentence on just a spur of the moment. What you saw.
Yeah.
You know, you get out your car, do something about it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're stuck up.
Yeah.
You're locked up. And you don't know who's in there ready to get you, you know?
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
So, besides the knives, I mean, do you think the knives kind of came? I feel like a lot of people that are into wilderness stuff are into like knives too.
Yeah, yeah.
They kind of go one and one.
That, I want to bushcraft, you know. I want to make my own shelter. I want to do all that.
Do you hunt? What's your take on hunting?
Nah.
On
hunting? I think it's fair game, you know. What was that? What was that crocodile show? People used to kill him, shoot him in the head, and then take him, get him for boots, all that.
What do you believe? You think
don't
that's
keep
okay?
the meat. I mean, that's their profession.
Yeah.
Or in Florida, or wherever we're there, and when they're whatever they're called, hovercrafts.
Yeah.
That's their lifestyle. I can't judge them on how they are.
You ever been down there and seen that?
Never.
I've been saying. I was saying the other day. I kind of want to go to the Everglades and see that.
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Now,
Wouldn't that be dope?
Dude, you know what they did in California? They released. What did they do? I don't know if it was wolves or it was something to get rid of the snake to anaconda ratio.
Really?
And they wiped it out bad because in the glades, these snakes wipe out the population no matter what. They're not scared of an anaconda or nothing. It's not scared of a raccoon.
So so anacondas are killing a lot of animals.
Listen, anything in that rainforest,
Yeah.
So they released X amount of wolves or it ain't lions or tigers, nothing like that.
In Florida or in California?
In California.
Okay.
My mistake.
Yeah.
But they're doing this for a reason to lower the circulation, the food trade.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, who's regulating to see whether or not that's the right way to go about things? So maybe these snakes need to grow. We don't need more packs of wolves, dude. We got wolves down the street. I don't know if you ever heard of a fisher cat.
I have. They're around here. They howl all the time. They scream or some shit.
If you've seen what they look like, and this is coming from my ex, they're like a Wolverine, but they're not afraid of you. They will approach you.
Yeah, I heard.
They will approach you worse than any threat.
And they're killing stuff.
Yeah, any atomic bomb, they will attack you for any of that.
Well, you know what? I heard that the airports released them.
Really?
On purpose. Because, they brought them in here. Because they wanted them to eat all the animals and stuff that were on the runways. Doesn't that make sense?
Really?
Get it?
What happens when that gets out of control, though?
Now you see.
Take a baby life.
It's happening.
Take anybody.
It's happening. They come out here. We hear them.
Listen, dude, they're the size of 2 subway footlongs, right?
Yeah, they'll kill your animals.
But they're
pets.
up there with the Wolverines. That's what's scary because it's local.
They attack people?
They won't. I haven't seen a case, but there's no natural enemy to them. So like a mongoose and a snake, if you YouTube that, they're natural born predators.
Yeah.
A mongoose versus a snake, like even at birth, they don't even know or even seen each other, right?
Yeah.
Once they lock eyes, they know. All right, 1-to-1, knuckle up. It's
Really?
time. Yeah,
Really?
it's all over. Dude, they'll even put a mongoose. Check this out. A mongoose in a cage, far away, like away from USA, and they'll have 4 snakes to attack this mongoose in like a 2x2, and the mongoose is able to dodge all 4.
Get out.
All 4 in a cage, and people are putting money out and
Get the
paying for
fuck
this.
out.
I swear to God, I can show you the video myself.
That's wild.
The mongoose can kill a snake, and I'm telling you, it hits so fast. It hits harder than a game of blackjack. It hits fast and it hits hard.
I didn't know that.
And I'm being honest, and like that's a deadly, but it's a defensive creature. It's very dangerous.
Where are they really located?
I have not located. I haven't seen a mongoose.
Yeah, where?
Dude, they're. I know Australia.
Yeah,
I know native to here. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Now let me ask you this: are there any? It seems like a lot of the real exotic animals aren't from America. No.
No.
What do we have for animals really?
There's been
domesticated stuff.
There's been bobcats sighted here. We've had black bear sightings in East Haven, right by Lighthouse Beach. There's been sightings.
Yeah, we've had people call a lot about that too.
What makes that bear so special to stay alive that no one took it out?
It's true.
Because he's so seclusive and knows the time of day, know when there's traffic, probably hears the cars, sound of nature.
Yeah.
knows his footprints, could probably hear a snake a mile away,
Wow.
and they smell blood. All right. So we
Wow.
get that.
Wow.
But like I said, at any point, there's no reason to not be paranoid. Being paranoid is a right, like in this whole virus thing. To be honest, I don't really take that serious. I really don't. But my parents
I get it.
are 78 and my dad's
Yeah.
over 92,
Yeah.
or I think 93. But I'm worried where I go, what I touch and bring home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna.
You never know.
I'm not gonna murder my family.
Even though you have a belief that, because I'm the same way. I feel that this is a biochemical weapon.
It is.
And I feel like, it's being used for evil reasons, and it's sad to see that these people that are putting this out there don't care that innocent people are dying and stuff. But that's what scares me for the future of humanity.
Yeah, that's
It's
gonna
scary.
happen. Picture winning the worst lottery you can possibly win. Oh well, there's only 200, 300, 400 cases and of people dead. All right, so getting struck by lightning's more rare, obviously, than 400 people out of what do we have? 4.5 million.
A lot of fear
7 million
mongering
in Connecticut.
Yeah, a lot of fear mongering going on. But this is a point where, as a citizen, you need to open your eyes and just say, like, look what they have the power to do. We think we're living really free, but how free are you really living? That's why I am a big believer in just being free for yourself, in your own mind, because that is the only way you can really escape what is going on out here, which is a lot of bullshit. You have to be free inside your own mind. Be yourself. Be happy with yourself. Be confident with yourself. We're going to talk a little bit later about more of this stuff and get into those theories that are going on. But I really want to get into this story that Tommy told me about you.
All right. Let's get into it. Let's
And
dig it up.
we know that
Get the shovel out.
We talked
Gotta
about
dig.
all the times that you're living on the edge and cheating death. But this was this probably the real deal cheat of death out of all of them?
Yes, and I was wondering why God threw me a bone that day.
Yeah.
And there was certain events that led up to that day.
Let's start from the beginning. Why don't we?
All right. Just before we get that story, we'll get into a near death. All right.
Uh-huh.
We'll get into one more near death. And this is a true story, 100%. So I'm driving my buddy home from the bar, and I miss his street. Right? So I'm at a stop sign, and just because of me missing his street led up to something that I should have been dead. So you know where Laurel Street is, obviously. So I'm coming up the golf course, come up to a stop sign. You got Bradley Street on your left.
Yep.
And it runs all the way down.
Yep.
So I'm sitting at the stop sign, and there's cars parked over here, and I see this car coming 90, which goes around, and it's coming towards me. Mind you, I'm at a dead halt. I have no idea who's behind me, and I'm thinking to myself, since I took a wrong turn, it's going to cost me my life.
That's
One
crazy.
wrong turn cost me my life. So what I did is,
Wow.
through my car in reverse, I didn't care. I looked, no families, floored it. This guy is coming. I was flooring quick, and I stopped. I almost hit the telephone pole, and he just turned, and I made his face out, and I can draw this guy. And there was 3 Hummers following him. And I'm like, are these cops? I've never seen that.
3 Hummers?
Dude, 3 Hummers following this guy.
What kind of Hummers?
Silver. Probably H2s, H3s.
Yeah, it's weird.
So me and my boy parked, and we're sitting there, and like, I'm not going to lie, we were crying for a while, and I thought to myself,
Absolutely, yeah, that's fucking scary.
just because I missed one turn, I could have been dead.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been dead. Mm-hmm. So now you got to look at it like this. So say you took a wrong turn, right, and something bad was to happen to you. But also, if you took the right turn, something even worse could have happened to you that day. So my mind's juggling right now. That's how I look at life. Maybe missing that street was probably a better outcome than actually finding his house because something, robbery or whatever could happen.
Yeah.
So this day was on Memorial Day last year, and I was getting a feeling in my stomach when something's not right. I'm thinking, all right, if my buddy had a flat tire or he had ran out of gas to get to my house, this situation wouldn't have happened. Or if my mom said, hey, stay home, you don't feel so good, you don't look so good.
Yeah, the smallest thing can change everything.
Anything. Air pressure in a tire, I evaluate everything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm paranoid as I am,
Yeah.
and I'm safe about it. Constantly looking out. So me and my boy go up the old line, and there's the pavilion. There's 2 bars that are on the beach.
Yep.
And the funny part about this is you're not allowed to take alcohol to the beach. So
Yeah, you can't.
The pavilion's right here. So a foot over, cop can just be like this.
Yeah.
All right, you're drinking on the premises. You're done.
Right.
So me and my boy were pre-gaming. I wasn't plastered. I wasn't drunk. I was coherent. I knew what I was doing. And whenever I swim, I'm always with a strong swimmer. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm never alone. Whatever I do, I'm with one person who can go back to my parents, tell a story. I need to be with one person. Even if I have to bite the bullet, go.
Gotcha.
Mother Goose, tell your story.
Gotcha.
You know, tell your story. So, no, we had our few drinks. Beach was packed. More than packed than usual. So we saw this buoy out there. So picture a football field. You know, say you're at the 1 yard line, and all the way 100 yards down, you're like, that's not that far. I can run that in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So we were swimming out, real slow, and when I'm swimming out, I'm maybe a quarter of the way, and I turn around and I said to my boy Steve Listorti, shout out for saving my life, by the way. You already know, you've been there. You held my back more times than a bra strap, bro. That's many times you had my back. Let's be honest. So I turn around and we're a quarter of the way, and I'm like, Steve, I don't got enough in the tank to make this. He's like, dude, you got it. Come on. He always pushed me, lifting weights, all that. Push me.
Yep.
All right. We're almost at the buoy. I said, Steve, I can't do this anymore. I started taking on water, right?
Oh, shit.
Taking on water, swimming, and the water was coming up. Picture swimming, and water just keeps coming up. There's no way.
So you were swallowing water?
I was 2.5 gallons I took in.
Holy shit.
What it did to my liver, made all the purple. You think I was a freaking drinking 30 beers a day type of guy.
So okay, so you're taking in this water. You're still coherent at the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, you didn't get to the buoy yet?
Nope.
So what happens? You just black out?
So after like the 5th or 6th swallow of water really hit, it hit my lungs, it hit the back of my brain,
Damn.
and it shut me down.
Wow.
And my boy's like, yo, I'm like, Steve, he can't hear me. He's already out there. And I was face down. I couldn't even tell you for how long.
Oh, my God.
So he has to come back from the buoy. I'm face down in the water for at least 35, 45 seconds, taking all that in. He grabs me and I end up on shore. And before all that, he's like, dude, it was so hard to keep your head above water. I couldn't do it. God gave me a gift. He threw me a bone.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
This dude that was in the water with you.
Expert swimmer, pro
What if
swimmer.
you were with somebody else?
I would have never attempted the water. I only go with him with a strong opponent.
That's smart on your part, but imagine, most people don't.
Couldn't carry my body weight. I'm like 175.
So, I mean, not everybody's thinking the way you're thinking. So imagine if you didn't think that way and then you're out there with somebody else.
It's tough.
They probably wouldn't have saved your life.
It's
this
tough.
dude was able to carry or swim you back.
And he said, I barely kept your head above water.
Yeah.
And mind you, he had a good 50 yards to go. By doing this and swimming with one hand on my body.
Now, nobody on the beach knew what was going on.
Well, after a while, I had to hit the water first. And that's, all right, there was a couple variables. There's probably about 8 variables that led up to me even surviving this. And it wasn't just him, which he was a major factor. And I owe him my life. You know, and his parents even say, thanks, Stephen, what you did. It's my best friend. I would die for him right now.
Yeah.
Made it to shore. So they said I was out with no heartbeat for 58 seconds. I don't know who timed that.
Yeah.
So at the time, if you go through your Facebook messages, there's hidden messages in there of people that can message you as long as they're not your friends.
Yeah.
I get 3 messages from this girl saying, you're that kid with the tattoos. And I'm the only guy that looks like this in the world. You know who I am.
I got you.
She's like, he was pounding on your chest, and I was giving you mouth to mouth, and so was somebody else pounding on your chest. I don't know these people, so up to 3 months ago, I read these messages, and I'm like, what? Some of these people from New York?
When did this happen?
This is Memorial Day last year.
Last year. Holy shit. So that's pretty...
Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's not too long.
So, and I didn't read these. I'm like, they're like, we helped you bring you back to life. I'm like, if you guys need money, you guys need help.
Yeah.
Dinner, can I come meet you? They're like, yeah. They were all cool about it.
That's cool.
So, and everyone else just sat around and recorded from what my boy said for views. I get it. Wow. Everyone wants to do it to get some views.
That's fucked up.
No matter who's dying. I understand it, but I would jump in and
So your boy actually said that he observed people videotaping you dying.
It was all iPhones from the sun hitting the lens, just blinding his eyes.
So people understand this.
So mind you this, people would rather sit and watch you drown than to jump in, all right?
Sad society.
So I probably had 0.5% of people out of that whole crew jump in, save me. So check this. Then life support came, helicopter. How many, you can drive a Ferrari, a Lambo, Corvette. I've been around the block. How many girls could you tell that you've been in a helicopter? None. Because I don't remember. I don't remember, dude. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So somebody had died. It was a male or female in Lake Candlewood. They had drowned the same day within 4 hours.
Really?
So that's why they had pronounced me dead. Right? Cops show up at my job.
Why, they thought that you were...
They mixed us up.
Oh,
they mixed us
shit.
up. So my buddy, after I'm getting airlifted from Old Lyme to Hartford Hospital, mind you, that trip alone is what I make in a year. I was like a $35,000.
That's nuts,
right.
yeah.
So my best friend has to go home to my parents and said, "Your son's dead."
No.
Picture, and he was
Why? They told... So when they got to the hospital, your friend's with you, and what, the doctors come out and tell him that you're dead?
Before that, they got the Candlewood kid mixed up with me. And why would you airlift somebody unless you knew they had a chance to live?
Right.
So, but state troopers, the radios and the news jumped on it too fast. They jumped on it way too fast.
Of course.
Pronounced me dead, saying I was a juvenile, and I was dead. I could have sued.
They used your name and everything, or no?
Yeah, I could have sued for so much money. My mom told me. So I have my boy quivering in my car while I'm getting airlifted.
Wow.
Having to tell my own folks that I'm dead.
Wow.
And my parents can't take that. They're too old to take that.
Yeah,
too old to take that.
Yeah.
Drives over there, from Old Lyme there. Tells them, mind you, I'm still getting airlifted. Tells them that I don't remember nothing. I remember passing out. So, like, if ICU had an ICU, I still shouldn't be alive right now. That's how bad I was. So I remember I had 5 friends come visit me. Like, I opened my eyes, and they pumped me full of the worst drugs possible to where I wasn't me, and I was restrained. I was strapped. They had a tube down my throat, just to make me breathe. Tubes in my nose.
Wow.
And I look in my eyes. I see 5 friends, a couple I haven't seen in years, and they went all the way out from East Haven to West Haven just to come and see me.
Yeah, that's good.
And people are taking pictures of me. Oh, I don't want to look at that. I still haven't looked at these pictures.
Yeah, no.
That's how bad I was in shape, right? So after the second or third day, it took me about 3 days to remember, and I can't pinpoint the beach scene. I can't pinpoint anything, and that's what kills me the most.
Did they ever tell you that?
Steve's the only one my bestie that can tell me, and I told him I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I remember passing out. I'd rather it be like that.
Why? So you don't think you were over the top with being drunk or anything like that?
I drank, but I knew what I was doing.
Right.
And the more you drink, the more buoyant you are.
Yeah.
Actually, that made me float more.
Gotcha.
If anything, or else I would have sank.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say a little drinking was a factor, but I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the swells were too high, and the waves were too big. It looked calm, so we're just sitting on the beach, relaxing, chilling. All right, let's go. That was a no-no. That was my first no-no. And even my boy was like, if I had known that, we just went straight in the deep end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wake up in the ICU, and I got my mom there worried about me. I got people I haven't seen in years, and that's what really worried me. And then whatever they shot me up with, they moved me to another room. They're like, listen, you got a .00. Like I could have been hit by lightning, hit Powerball 5 different times in a row. I had a better chance at that than surviving that without brain damage.
Wow.
So the nurse is talking to me. She goes, anything you say I have to record. I said, listen, lady, I have got brain damage since day one. My mind's crazy as it is. So stop writing stuff down. Let's go down the corner of the room.
Yeah.
And we'll talk for 2 hours before you jot down stuff.
Yeah.
This is who I naturally am.
Yep.
So I'm strapped to this bed, and I'm in another room. So mind you, I'm in Hartford. Whatever they pump me full of, and I work at McDermott. So the cops go to my job and pronounce me dead. They pronounce me dead, right? And I had a 3-month probation trial to where if I didn't show up to one of the 3, whatever process they had,
like a violation.
and I almost got fired for dying for being on probation. Seriously. I almost got fired for dying.
Oh,
But my bosses came in, and they respected that. I swear, I almost got fired for dying. And I wake up, and they strap me up. And at this point, I've seen enough movies. I don't like this. I was strapped up here, and I said, whatever you do, do not put one on my neck. What do they do? Boom. And I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up full of like rage juice. Like I can rip this off. Yeah. So I've watched too many movies on how to pick one. I picked one up, got one off, got my other arm off, and I couldn't work my neck for nothing. It was like a deadbolt, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They hid it from I don't even think there's cameras in the room. They hid that shit. Language, sorry. Trying to pick it off, wouldn't even budge it.
Oh.
And next thing you know, I'm getting strapped in, right? And I'm looking up. And like, if you don't let me effing go, I'm gonna snap, and whoever's in this room, that's it.
Yeah.
So they call 4 cops. They go, here we go. Like I'm saying, you're tatted up. A bunch of these guys. They can't even take their own piss. Right? A bunch of these guys. A bunch of these, that go to facility. Yeah, try spelling facility. They're all juiced up. Probably couldn't even reach where they're going. And he's like, well, we really can't press any charges on the amount of stuff they've pumped me up with.
You're not doing nothing, really.
I thought that door would lead me to my job. That's how convinced I was pumped.
Oh, so you were
like,
all
you're in
drugged up.
Hartford. I'm like, no, I'm in East Haven. Like, you're in Hartford.
Yeah.
Trying to get out. So I woke up. I was at ICU. Mind you, 2 tubes, 6-inch tubes that go down here. That would make anybody gag.
No.
And they took this
They
out.
had tubes in your face?
No, all the way your nose, so you got to breathe.
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of tests I had to take.
Uh-huh.
So,
damn.
and after that happened, and this is like the most anxiety worth, and I'm like, I haven't eaten at all. I was too afraid to use the bathroom. She's like, you got to use a bedpan? I got to watch. These nurses are pretty good looking. Like, listen, okay, that's fine. I'll use the bedpan. They're like, no, you got to do it here. Huh? Come again? Do it here?
Yeah.
Brings in another nurse. Oh my God! I got 2 Beyoncés watching me right now, right? And I got to do business in front of them. I'm like, how do I do it? They're like, you just do it. So I slid it under. I thought to myself, I can't do it. They kept, what they didn't tell me, they were feeding me laxatives for days.
Oh.
And I got the rumble. I had the rumble. She comes in. Mind you, I couldn't stand because the 2 pounds, whatever it did to my liver, my eyes, my body, I couldn't walk for nothing.
Damn.
So I don't blame them. Had to get carried everywhere. So I said, all right, it was like day 5, 6, 7, on over a week, maybe not even. So I'm sitting there. It's like, you got to use the bedpan. I was mad. So anyway, I'm not even going to get into details. Did it, put the blanket over it, and she looks at it. Just look. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, just pull the plug now. I can't. I got these.
Yeah.
And I got my mom. When did you get here? You've been here all night? So I was a little upset. So I did a full send. All right, good. I'm out. Takes it out. And the other nurse comes in. She's like, all right, we're taking the tubes out your nose. So that's a good story, right? Take the tube out of supposedly both of my noses, right? All right, so it takes the left one on. This tube, like I said, was 5 inches long. All right, that's the first step.
Ugh.
She's like, all right, now they're trying to feed me more and give me more laxatives. I'm like, listen, I know exactly where this is going. I can fight this. Just please stop. They're like, no, you got another 4 days to go. I'm like, all right, I can deal with this. So, I'm a beer drinker. Everybody I know is going to say I'm a beer drinker. So just to get that motion down, it's pounding ginger ale, like, just like this, just to get the motion down.
Yeah.
And it turns out they put me on like some sort of thing to block alcohol. Like, I don't drink hard alcohol. Really? I'm fine,
Why would they think you were gonna like kind of withdraw from it or something?
Yeah, but I was fine. So like, you gotta last 4 days without this medication.
Right.
No problem. I'm not gonna sit there and quiver up.
But
like
you want to know
like
what?
I'm in a spider's web. Yeah.
That medication probably you might have withdrawals from the medication they were giving you.
But she said in order to go home, you gotta last 3 to 4 days without
it. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Bet. So we're up there. And the CAT scan they gave me, they had like the worst attire there. Like what I had to wear. I had a hole in my boxers. I swear to God, the size of a catcher's mitt. So she's like, get down. And I'm like, I don't want to get down. And she's like, just do it. And I'm probably sure they saw us 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I swear, Drew Bledsoe threw her bullet right through. And I don't know what happened. I'm like, damn, Mom, bring me clothes. And she did.
Yeah.
She did. So I'm going through this CAT scan. And I don't know if you've been through one, but when you do, and they give you the stress ball to hold, and if you squeeze it a certain amount of times, they send you out.
Yep.
So I threw the ball, tucked it under my knee, and it makes a bunch of click-clack. Sounds like someone throwing stones. It's trying to trip you out.
Really?
I'm like, have you ever been in one?
A CAT scan?
Yeah.
I think
For
so, but I don't
viewers?
recall. I don't recall. I think I have done one, maybe.
You go in, and you're deep in. It looks like it's only 4 feet from the outside.
Yeah.
Like from the hood to the glove box.
Yeah.
No. They shoot you up this tube, yo. Like a Florida like roller coaster. I'm shot in there, and now I'm bugging out. And I'm hearing these rocks bang, but I guess whatever it does to your brain, I don't even know. Got back out, hold my boxers. I was mad. I put the gown on. What's the frown gown gonna do when I'm blown out from the back? So I got 2 people holding me up. We get back to my room. So the nurse makes me take this liquid, and she's like, if you can't hold this down for longer than 3 seconds, you got to stay another day.
What?
Mind you, I was already squeamish as it was. So I took it. It came out my nostril. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, sir, you got to stay another day. I'm like, ginger ale's going down my throat, everything.
Yeah.
She's like, this is supposed to make you, I don't
it's
want
supposed to make you
I don't
throw
want no
up.
part of that. Why would I want anything to do with that? So I do it again. It's coming out my nose. She's like, you got to stay here another day.
That's weird.
So mind you, my mom's commuting, like she owns the bus yard over here, East Haven.
Okay.
She's coming from there, driving to Harvard, seeing me every day. She saw me every single day.
Wow, that's good. Yeah.
Every day. Even my boys. So I'm saying to myself, after everyone left, what's going on with this nose? I'm touching my nose, and I said to myself, this tube is still in there, and they didn't pull them both out. Bro, so
They
I'm
didn't
just,
know?
Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. I could have sued so bad. So I'm going like this. I'm like, there's something pinched. You know, so I get up in there real quick, not really getting in details. I go to pull a little bit out, and I hear none but scab ripping. And I'm like, this tube is still in me. So we call the main nurse. She looks up. No, my friend, nothing happened. Everything's wrong. Nothing's wrong. You're okay.
Yeah.
Sends me on my way. On my way to bed again for another day. So I said, I had enough of this. And I call my mom. I'm like, listen, there's something wrong why they're not sending me home. I'm going without this medication. Sure. I'm going without it. So I had the balls one day. I said, I had enough of this. If I didn't need those pliers. So I just dug deep and I ripped it out, which I was going slow, which like a band-aid, you go slow. But picture it going down to here. Pulled it out, and it was stitched in full of blood.
No.
Listen, it was so stitched in full of blood. Just to get the first inch out was by far worse than dying, which I don't remember. So I said I had enough. I did a 1, 2, 3, went as hard as I could. Still had another 2 inches to go, and at this point, my eyes blistering, the other eye's blistering. All the nurses are gone, right? Everyone's gone, and I'm like, I gotta do this, or else I gotta stay here. Bang! Pull the tube out. This, I'm not even gonna get into it. This was bad.
How do they
This was
not
like
know that's there?
This is what I'm saying.
I think maybe they did, and they just was doing it on purpose.
I didn't question anybody because I was lucky to be alive. And for anybody else, after this occurred, anything after me being alive is a bonus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have 2 kids that live in Colorado. I don't get to see that I pay for. But anything after that is a bonus. You know what I mean? Everything, another breath, that's all bonus. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Pull that out. Nurse looks at it, bugs it out. She starts bugging out. Probably thinking this guy's going to sue, this guy's going to do that. But listen,
Worse, yeah.
I'm alive. You put me through tests. And every other 2 hours, I was braced up, and they would hit me with whatever, like a bunch of needles to where it looked like I was a junkie. My whole arm was all purple. And this is my weak arm, you know. I can't take no pain in that. I can't take no pain. So you're going to bed. Hey, wake up. Bang. I'm up. Give me another ginger ale. Fall asleep. Boom. And if I move the bed a certain way, or even get up off the bed to use the bathroom, it alerts every nurse. Any nurse in the area. I'm like, I can't even sneak out and do my own business without a girl watching.
Yeah.
Most people might think that's not too bad. Me, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I was embarrassed. So after that came out, she goes, all right, 2 more days of the, non-alcoholic medication, which I'm good. I'm already good. And I'm just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm walking on my own. I'm good. But even to walk was too much. I couldn't do it.
No, you can't
I don't
walk.
know. Even after
That's
that,
wild.
it took a lot out of me right now.
So basically, all the water in your lungs like shut your whole body down.
2 gallons of salt water. So that's your lungs and your liver.
Yeah.
That's
The
your
salt is
liver.
probably, yeah.
That's your liver.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
even think
damn,
of
my
that.
eyes got all purple, started bagging out, and like I still feel like I'm not me. I feel like 20% of me is gone for good. And now I look at life. Picture this. You got a bucket list for what reason? Up till you die. Now picture you come back to life. Now what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I've already survived everything.
Yeah.
I died. I came back to the life,
Yeah.
right? So what do I do now? Do I go take a trip to Florida? Do I want to go to Canada, meet my people? Do I want to go and see my kids? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like now,
Do you think that, do you
It's-
think that experience changed you in
It
a
mold-
positive way or a negative way?
it molded me into being overprotective
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah. So you're not as dangerous as you used to be.
I'm probably worse in
think?
my own environment, worse.
How so?
Because I know now, well, especially with this going around,
Yeah.
even a doorknob could take you out.
That's
A
crazy.
stupid doorknob could kill somebody.
Yeah.
Come on now, bro. I ain't worried about a gun or nothing, but I think it's maybe I'm the Wolverine. Like the Wolverine does not die.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, I don't. I wasn't to bring the claws over here, but I wouldn't want to get locked up. But the Wolverine, he doesn't die, And I've fought enough battles, and I'm like, I look at this guy like, God, like why me? Like just. Are you tired of me? Like I'm going to serve a better purpose.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to serve a better purpose in life. So that's why he's like, maybe that's his last bone. Maybe he got one more for me, but I'm not pushing that luck anymore. Yeah.
Well,
We're not doing that.
I think it's crazy because not everybody goes through these experiences, life or death. It comes back from dying and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is like, when you say you're over cautious now, how so? Like, what do you mean by that?
I'm paranoid. Like if I look at that ocean right now,
Yeah.
it bothers me.
Really?
Like,
So that's probably I'm fascinated.
triggers.
I'm fascinated with the brain,
yeah.
and that's
I'm
wild because
I'm around.
I get a lot of people that come on here, and it's about talking about things that happen to them in life.
Right.
Because as we get older as an adult, all the things that happen to us in life kind of mold us into who we are.
We are now, absolutely.
Right? So
100%.
So for you, that's crazy. So your brain gets triggered by the ocean.
I get triggered by a lot. Even taking a shower or a bath.
Really? Wow.
Even everything like I haven't seen my kids in forever, dude. That could have been the end of me. And then my ex-girlfriend could have told her story about how daddy's a douchebag 8 years ago.
So what is that situation?
It just paid my child support. She thinks, she takes it.
Why are they out in Colorado?
So we met through a video game, me and this chick, randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And I shotgun because I was living at my mom's house. One random day, I'm like, Mom, this chick's coming over my house. What do you mean? For a while.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
She's like, what do you mean? Do you know her? I'm like, I've never met her in person. We've Skyped. That's it.
Yeah.
Met in World of Warcraft for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Ended up staying over, Bang, we had a baby. Got into a fight, woke up one day. Kid's gone. She's gone. Called the cops and they're like, well, that's not kidnapping less than 24 hours. The mother's allowed to leave the state.
Yeah, the
And she went to
laws
Colorado.
Yeah.
I said, huh. I said, that's weird. There's nothing I could do. I'm looking all around town.
Just ghosted you.
I wasn't the best person. Put it that way.
Okay.
I never put my hands on her like that. Never did none of that. So we just got into a bad fight one day. And then I got her to come back. Probably about 4 years later. Maybe 3. And then she comes back. And then boom. Had another baby. Kayla. I never met her. Got into another argument. Not even a month later. Came back from work. Gone. Again.
Bounce.
I was like, man.
Bounce.
I was like, what am I doing?
Is that where she was from?
No, she's from Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
so
she
like
flew out
she
here
was,
to live
she
with
was
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we get into a fight, come home for work, gone. I never even got to meet my daughter yet.
Damn. No.
But yeah, no, never did.
That's wild.
I got to meet my son. You know, he was living with me for a while.
Yeah. And now, so you had no contact.
I don't talk to her because she could not throwing anybody under the bus, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't work out.
Gotcha.
It definitely, if I went, I'd have to go through court and all that,
Yeah.
and that's something I want to do, but I'm afraid of saying bye to them. Was what would kill me more than that incident. You know, I get in for the summer.
Why would you have to say? Oh, I guess.
If I get in for the summer
I
and I'm like, all right, so it's child support, whatever. So people might be like, oh, wow, your girl got all these tattoos. No, she paid money out of her own pocket to pay for those tattoos and used her money to comfort the children.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And that's why I don't hate when somebody owes child support.
Yeah,
I hate when the guy complains what the girl's doing to her body. That's her money out of her pocket.
Gotcha.
And then your money to help replace that to take care of the kids. She can't do both herself.
No, you're right.
So I don't hate.
So you have no problem with that.
Hell no. I
You
wish I
do
could
the right
pay-
thing and you
wish I
pay
could
for your
1,000 times
children.
more.
But let me ask you this: do you think that? I mean, it seems like you want that relationship with them.
Yeah, of course. But
So what's holding you back from doing it?
Saying goodbye to my kids will end me. If I get in for 2 months, because I can't make I can pay them the money.
But here's what I think, though. Let me tell you this,
Go ahead.
because I'll tell you. Were your parents together?
They're together in a weird way.
But for your whole life, were they kind of there?
Yeah, of course.
So my parents were divorced. So my dad lived in Michigan.
Okay,
So this is a scenario I could tell for you,
go ahead.
because
Shoot.
obviously it's the same type of scenario. You know what I mean? The children are away in a different state. That's kind of how my childhood was.
Good.
And I'll tell you something. I used to fly out to Michigan every summer for like a month or two, right?
Right.
So it would be a similar situation like you and your kids.
Hmm.
To this day, I'm 34. Doing that was a very prominent time for my life.
Okay.
And I see that now as I'm an adult.
Hmm.
Because you want to know something, whether or not I was a kid and I didn't see how important it was at the time, but it kept me connected to my father.
Okay.
It kept me connected to him. And
Makes sense.
and now as an adult, I have an unbelievable relationship with my dad.
Yeah, good flashbacks now.
And to be honest, if I wasn't doing that during seeing him when I was a kid,
Right.
regardless of living in a different state, would that relationship that I have with him now happen? Probably not.
No.
You know what I mean? So I'm just telling you that if you feel like you need that, like you want those kids in your life, you should do that. Because not just for you, but I feel like those kids, you being in their life, no matter how much, is better than nothing.
Right.
And you have to think about that, because they probably want you there, man. Whether it's for 2 months or nothing.
They
You
know
know what I
who
mean?
daddy is, though. You know.
That's the other thing.
Good brainwasher.
Well,
Good brainwasher. Let me tell you the best. Well, she should work for the government.
That's why stuff like that's going on.
But saying goodbye to them, meeting them, like, paying all the money, it used to bother me. It don't bother me no more. Take whatever you want, but not being there for the first steps.
Yeah.
No, a million. You can't. No money could make that memory. Like missing those steps, first meal, first words. I will never get that back ever again.
Yeah.
That's taken from me.
Yeah.
I've made poor choices, but that has been taken from me forever and scarred me.
Let me ask you this.
And you can't just rewind.
Do you think that this is a life or karma coming back to you saying this is what happens for not doing the things the right way in life?
I've had things happen before that, but if I can hit the rewind button, but I couldn't mold her to be different. Coming from a different state to here,
Yeah.
the girls look different from everywhere.
True.
She was saying, "Oh, these girls are so skinny, they're so pretty." I'm so, and then it would just snap. She would snap. She would
really?
snap. She would
So you
snap.
think that because she was
That
in a
distance.
different state and coming here, that difference really made her a little more insecure and stuff?
I'd be the same way.
Wow. That
Or-
is true, because you know what? Like, you ever go on vacation and stuff, and you
You're out of
just
your comfort
you kind of
zone.
you are out of your comfort zone. You don't feel the same.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like,
You-
listen, I've only went to New York City maybe 6 times in my life.
Yeah.
I've been to Maine when I was like 7, and I've been to North Carolina when I was 8. I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Connecticut is this is it.
Yeah.
I don't travel. Never seen, Disney World, Disneyland.
You want to?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't want to leave my folks alone. You know what I mean? Like they need me,
Gotcha.
especially during now.
Yeah.
And all that stuff's closed down. I'm not risking nothing.
Where
dude.
are your brothers still locked up?
Actually, I'm not giving any names, but
Yeah.
I lost my brother and I lost my sister.
Sorry. About
Lost my
that,
sister
yeah.
about 8 years ago. That's straight. Lost my other brother about two years ago, and he was actually on his way to see me out of jail. Lost him, and when I came close to losing my other brother,
Jeez.
which would have made, I understand how my mom and parents are due to that. I'm the last one.
Yeah.
I do this. I do the smallest like infraction.
Man.
I can get the book thrown at me, and but my problem is I got a lot of things to worry about.
Yeah.
I have like, my brain don't stop. I got a lot of things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like everybody else does.
So you think a lot of people, you feel like a lot
For
of
real.
people rely on you.
I want to be that dude, and
That's a great thing,
I've been
yeah.
told no, you
It's
can't
respectable.
solve.
It's respectable.
You cannot be everyone's math book and solve the problems. You can't.
It's true, but the fact of the matter is this: when you have that heart, and you know that those people are the people that you love, and those are the people that love you,
Right.
You how do you not want to be that? How do you not want to help?
It's tough. Like all right, like shit like Superman, Flash, Arrow, any of them. They gotta live one life, but you gotta once you split that line between two lives, you're already compromised.
Yeah. True.
Picture like being a CI or something. So you're an informant, or you gotta lie to your best friend. There's a thin line between good and bad, or giving it all, and kind of 90-10.
Yeah.
I gotta be like 100%. I can't 50-50 it. I have to be all
I
in
get
or
it.
all out.
But you know what? I'm the
That's-
same way, and
that's me, dude.
and I'm the type of dude where like everybody knows I preach a lot of like be yourself, do what you love in life. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do because we're all capable of everything and anything. And I love that, dude. I love the fact that you're not willing to compromise who you are for other people or for this society because I'm a big believer in that. We need more of that. Let's talk a little bit. We said we're going to get into the Corona thing. This is obviously a hot topic. Now, I don't want to talk about this on every episode, but we had the conspiracy episode last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a regular thing on this. Will be, because I feel like now that we did that episode, so many people want to talk to me about this stuff.
Yeah, shoot.
And I didn't think that many people were really open to this stuff because so many people are closed off and think that it's crazy. But so you were telling me a little earlier about what you think started this, which makes
Absolutely.
sense. Now tell me what you heard.
All right, my uncle was a very smart man. Not giving no names out. So we got not chemical warfare, biological warfare. All right, so we're eating bat soup. Did we do that in USA? No. Where did we do it in? China, of course, right? It wouldn't matter if it was Bangladesh. We're gonna still racially profile everyone. I work with people that are of a certain race, and they're getting scolded down the street because of this, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
I can't hate anybody because of 9/11 by looking at them.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like I would say is, if you were going to attack USA, I would get, not me, I heard this from, my boy, but picture 12 people with the illness and the virus, and they have 12 different flights to the USA. Okay, send one to Wisconsin, send one to California, send one to Colorado, send one to Michigan, send one to Maine, send one to Florida, send one, and you got 4 more floating around. So you got the whole map covered, you got the inside and the whole outside covered. Yep. Or even shoot a feed of Mexico, because people escape the water all the time. Let's be honest. Yeah. And that could be another outbreak on how to keep them in instead of out. And Trump's wall, that's garbage. But if that plan were successful, and it would work, and it would spread the virus like this, and this virus started actually in way before Christmas, November, October. We could have stopped this, but we only panicked when it was actually a real pandemic, when it actually really popped off. Yeah. And now everyone's buying toilet paper, bleach.
I know.
Let me
well,
tell you
that's
something.
because of the fear mongering. That's because of the media coming out. And it's crazy that you say that because I was telling you, I read an article that was in October of 2019, Detroit, Michigan, at the airport. Authorities caught a Chinese citizen who was carrying several viruses. So just think about that. Why? Why are you carrying these things? Why are you at an airport? What's going on? your theory is pretty legit. It seems pretty legit.
Let me ask you, you spread out the epidemic, and people, like, honestly, people are careless. All right, let me ask you this. Why is there so many people walking outside right now than there ever was on the hottest day?
That's crazy.
On the hottest day, it could be 102 degrees. Let me tell you, what's going to happen? Are they going to open the beach up, and that beach is going to be more packed than it normally is? Because I believe some people are doing the opposite, and we're lucky animals can't get it, but we got it from an animal. It's not waterbound. It is airbound. And we're lucky birds or anything that flying doesn't have it, because if we did,
imagine that.
that's a wrap.
Holy shit.
Picture a cat or a dog having it, or even a pigeon looking up. You get it right in the eye, a little splat.
Oh.
Boom. Wipe it off like it's nothing, go to work, and now your whole work's in jeopardy.
Oh, man.
That's
true.
You're thinking, oh, that's funny. That's real cute. It's not cute. And like I said, either the government's saying it's going to get better or it's going to get worse. So
Yeah, we
are
really
they
don't
lying?
have any answers.
Are they lying or not? I'm not going to respond on that.
It's hard to say because here's the thing.
Oh.
There's so much good and evil in the government right now that's battling each other. And I don't know what to believe, who to believe. And there's too many sides. And the thing is this, even if say Trump or whoever is trying to battle this virus and do the right thing and wipe it out, you have other people that don't want that to happen because of whatever agendas they're pushing. So it's sad that people are playing with people's lives and not even caring.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And then you got somebody like Johnny here whose life was almost taken from him. And now he's living in a world here where he's watching people's lives being taken for shit like this.
You know, the memes. I mean, I get some of the memes. Some are really funny. You know why it's funny? Because it hasn't happened to anybody you know. Because if you got a Facebook friend that's got a Facebook friend that's got a Facebook friend, one of those people got it.
Yeah.
You know, the population, you're seeing people walk outside. Why? What are you doing? It ain't Halloween.
It's just funny
Everyone's
because
treating it like we're trick-or-treating right now.
Society's actually living like they should be normally now. It makes no sense. This shows how backwards we are.
They say, I'm home. I'm so bored. All right, why don't you lick every doorknob there is in the entire state and then sit in the woods somewhere?
That's what they'll do.
Boredom's not
They'll
going to
do it for the internet.
They would. Boredom is not what's going to kill you. It's going to keep you safe. Whoever comes in and out of your house, whatever you got to wipe everything down.
But it just shows what we've become as society. You know what I mean?
I think we would crumble if it gets any worse.
God,
riots would happen. They would happen.
Yeah.
You know, easily.
Well, yeah, businesses would get looted. They need to have the military out there, you know.
Banks are already again hit. Stock market's done. Apple sales in Japan, China are all down, shut down.
Yeah, this is
so
crazy.
let me tell you this. So this stimulus check coming in, $1,200.
Yeah.
You're telling me everybody
gonna do
at the soup
shit.
kitchen the OD rate's not gonna go up 3 times the amount? What's somebody on the street's gonna do with $1,200?
That's
Do you
true,
think they're gonna get? All right, we'll get 1,100 cans of SpaghettiOs. No, you won't. I know exactly where that money's gonna go, and then it's gonna be for the bad.
I didn't think about that shit.
Me personally, I'm still waiting to get my Clinton file, so I would get paid today. I didn't get paid today, so I'm living with $6. And that's what happens. I'd rather I got enough food, enough that to sit home, and I got Netflix. if you got rid of Wi-Fi, I got books to read. I got books to read. I can draw.
That's good shit,
I can rap.
dude. I love it.
I can rap. I can keep something to keep busy, but it's keeping people safe and watching out who's around you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
well,
it's all facts, man. It's funny now, but it's not going to be that funny soon. It's not going to be funny.
No, yeah. People are definitely taking it a little too lightly. We need to get a little more serious with life and how we treat this life. But yeah, so there it is, Johnny.
That's it.
Johnny Danger.
Johnny Danger Theriault, a.k.a. the Wolverine. Flesh and blood.
I love it. So listen.
Shoot.
Tell everybody. Be like Johnny. Come on, guys. You want to come on the show? You want to talk? I don't care what you want to talk about. Tell me about your life. Tell me about how you feel, what you think is going on in the world, what you want to be, your dreams, your goals, your business ideas. I don't give a shit. Just come and talk to me. Episode 14 with Johnny Danger.
Logged in the books for real.
All done. You know where to find us.
Dug up the truth.
if anybody wants to hit you up, where can they
Anybody
find
could. I know a lot of
you? Where
people.
you on? You on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, IG. You already know.
What's your Instagram handle?
Instagram. I don't even know it's been that long, but I
Well,
got
listen,
one now.
He's gonna give it to me, and then I'll tag it on the
There you go.
on the show, so that you guys can hit him up if you want to talk. Maybe
That's
some
it.
wildlife stuff, whatever.
That's
This
it.
is what it's all about. I want people to connect. So if you heard some stuff on this show that interests you that Johnny talked about, like the wildlife stuff, whatever, because that's the thing. Everybody's doing a little bit of everything, and we don't know. If we talk to each other about it, then we know, and that's how you connect.
I'll say don't take life for granted, because I've done it many times, and I doubt many people will be sitting here saying that, but don't. It takes the smallest thing from now on, the smallest thing to erase your life.
Yeah.
Smallest thing. So
Believe
like I
that.
said,
Believe that.
toilet paper ain't gonna save the world. That's all I'm saying.
True that.
It won't save that.
Well, Johnny, thank you for coming on.
I
Have a
appreciate
good
that.
night. Guys, take care.
All right, Jay.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You gotta dream. You gotta protect. You want something, go get it. Period.